Hey guys, it's WhatXBoy coming at you with another deck profile. Just wanted to show you my deck holder. This is the deck holder that you get with the manga. It's really cool. It shows off a lot of the manga art. And yeah, they had these at Nationals. They had the manga at Nationals. Whenever you buy the manga, it comes with the deck holder, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I just want to show you guys that because it's really cool. I'm not sure when the first manga comes out actually in the United States, but yeah, we'll be getting it soon. But yeah, this is not a Dragon World deck. It is, and the sleeves are kind of a hint, Ancient World, and it's Lattice the Tyrant. Lattice the Tyrant is very cool. I don't really like Seeger that much. I like Lattice the Tyrant, especially his effect. He's my buddy, obviously, and his call cost is 3 gauge. He's a 7/6 3 crit. He has a double attack, and he has a really fun ability. It's a counter, and you activate it by ditching a wild dragon, and you have two different things. You can pay 2 life, and during this turn, the next time that this card would be destroyed, this card remains on the field. Also, the other effect, you pay 2 gauge and nullify your opponent's spell. So to do one of those two things, you have to ditch a wild dragon. So yeah, it's really good. I like it. And then, of course, since he's my buddy, I run 4. And since it's Ancient World, I run more size 3s. So my next size 3, my backup kind of guy I go to is Gold Dragon, Abed. He's a 6/7 3 crit. Call cost is 2 gauge, and you put the top card of your deck into his soul. He has Soul Guard. He has Lifelink 3 and Penetrate. Penetrate is pretty good with the 3 crit, but he has Lifelink. What's good about Tyrant is that he doesn't have Lifelink, but his skill to keep him alive is kind of the Lifelink, if you think about it. But yeah, I run 4 of him. So 8 size 3s. Next, I run our Nullifier, but it comes in monster form, which kind of sucks. Also kind of sucks because it's a Dragon Lord. So you have to kind of run this in a Wild Dragon deck, at least for now, because this is like the only support that they have so far. But yeah, it's a monster. It's Ice Dragon Emperor. He's a 3/4 3 crit size 2, and the counter is during an attack on your opponent's turn, if you have a size 3 monster on the field, you can discard this card and pay 1 life. If you do, nullify the attack. So it can nullify link attacks. Your center doesn't have to be open because you usually play your size 3 in the center. Yeah, you just ditch this from hand and pay a life and nullify the attack. So yeah, it's pretty good. I just wish it was a spell. Next, a lot of these monsters are in here just to run for the Wild Dragon effect, to actually turn on the counter of Tyrant. So I run 3 Ice Dragon. He's a 6/2 3 crit, free cost. I run a lot of 3 crits, just in case I don't get Tyrant. I can still try and hit you for 3 crit first turn. Next, I run Purple Diamond Dragon. 5/3, size 2, 3 crit, another free cost. Then next, which does kind of suck because he's another Dragon Lord, but his effect is you can discard this card from your hand. If you have a size 3 on the field, you gain 2 life, which is pretty good. But yeah, he is a Dragon Lord. So I only run 2 of him. And if you actually want to play him, he's a 2/7 with 2 crit. So pretty high defense. He has lifelink 1 though. Next, I run size 1s. I run 4 Blue Dragon. He's a 5/2, 3 crit. He has lifelink 1 and call cost is 1 gauge. So pretty good size 1. 5 attack, 3 crit. So yeah, he can hit pretty hard for a size 1. Next, I run the size 0 generic. Actinite's Hangman. I really love running this in Ancient World, especially because, I mean, they focus around getting their big, heavy size 3 monsters out. So you, this is awesome. Like, it's made for Ancient World. And he's pretty sturdy too for a size 0. He's 3/3, 1 crit, and his call cost is 1 gauge. So he's pretty good. And he comes in foil, so he's nice looking. And also another generic that I run are 2 Burning Bow. Bow allows you to shoot around the monster in your center, so you can attack if you have a monster in your center, which you will because you play your size 3 in the center. And it's 2000 attack, 1 crit. It's not bad. It can snipe off little annoying things, and just pretty much burn your opponent for 1. But yeah, it comes in handy. I like it. I was running it at 3, but I switched. I was running Hangman at 2. But since it's kind of gauge heavy, because of Tyrant's effect, because I like to counter spells whenever he attacks. If they drop a shield, I like to counter it with his effect. So I just switched it up to 2 and 3, and I like it that way. It's good. So yeah, moving along to the spells. Sorry. Moving along to the spells, run 4 Dragon Emperor Legend. Dragon Emperor Legend is super good. You put the top card of your deck into your gauge, you gain 1 life and draw a card, and you can only play this once per turn. It's super good, especially in combo with this card, Divine Dragon Creation. Divine Dragon Creation, you pay 2 life and you draw 2 cards. So, and you can only play this once per turn as well. So, an amazing combo move is you play both of these in the same turn, and you pretty much pay 1 life to get a gauge and draw 3 cards, because you pay 2 life to draw 2 cards, but then you gain a life and you draw another card and you get a gauge. So yeah, it's super good. The draw feed in Ancient World is actually amazing, so you shouldn't be afraid of getting the cards that you need, honestly, because it's really good. Next, I run 4 Wrath Trigger. Wrath Trigger is just awesome, since we have not a lot of nullifiers or anything like that. It's a counter. You pay a life and pay a gauge, and choose a monster on your field. Doesn't have to be a size 3, but yeah, you choose a monster on your field, and the next time that monster would be destroyed, the monster remains on the field, and for this turn, give it counterattack. So since you can only play 1 counter during a battle, I like to play this as your opponent enters the battle phase. So then I'll play this on Tyrant, and then I'm free to use his counter spell ability Because if they're playing smaller monsters and they play like one of those +3/+3 counterattacks on their monster while it attacks Tyrant, I can nullify the spell, and yeah, and he has counterattacks. So yeah, it's a good combo. But yeah, good card's good. Next, I play 4 Dragon Dreams. This gives you 3 life, and it's really awesome. I love the look on my opponent's face whenever I drop one of these, because they see me spending my life away, because in Ancient World you usually use life as your gauge, which is pretty good. I actually like doing that, because they have a lot of good ways to gain life back, which is this card. And the reason why I run 4 is because I only run 2 of the Dragon Lord that gains you 2 life, because Wild Dragon build, you need Wild Dragons in it, especially for Tyrant's effect. So I run less of the Dragon Lord card and more of the spell card. So yeah. Next I run Rise and Fall of Dragons. It's pay 2 life, and it's their counter get cage card. You get 4 gauge, so I just run 3. You can run 4 and drop this card down, because not a lot of people run a lot of this card. But yeah, Ancient World's pretty gauge heavy, especially if you want to use his effect multiple times. But yeah. And then next, I run 2 Ultimate Buddy. Since the Tyrant is my buddy, and he's not really that big. He's a 7'6" for a size 3. But he's not that big because his effect is so good. So I like running Ultimate Buddy, because it beefs him up more. He gets Soul Guard with Ultimate Buddy, and he gets the plus 5,000. If you don't know what Ultimate Buddy does, put the top card into your monster's soul, or put this card into your monster's soul, sorry. And if you do, that card gets Soul Guard and plus 5,000. And the monster that you use this on has to be your buddy monster, because Ultimate Buddy, yeah. But yeah, Ultimate Buddy is really good with Tyrant. I like that. So yeah, that's my spells, and real quick, just want to go over my side deck and show you my side deck. Side deck, I run 2 of the Storm Dragon Emperor. This is another Dragon Lord, so I don't main it. But this is the, when you have a size 3 monster out on the field, you can discard this card and pay a gauge if you do destroy an item or spell on the field. So I use this, I usually tech this in if I'm facing like Danger World or Dragon World. If they have a lot of weapons or something like that, I can just destroy them with this. Next in my side deck, I run 3 Dragon Flame. Super good card when you're facing Dungeon World or Magic World. A lot of stuff that has like smaller monsters. Because it's 2 gauge, it's counter, and you destroy all monsters with your opponent. All monsters on your opponent's field with 2,000 or less power or defense. It's pretty good. Then I also side 3 of the free cost counter, destroy a monster on the field with 2,000 or less power or defense. It's pretty good. It's a lesser form of that. This hits 1, this hits everything. And then I side 2 of the Bull Dragon. This is the Wild Dragon energy, or Drago energy, sorry. Counter, your Wild Dragon gets +3/+3 in counterattack for the battle. I don't main it just because of Tyrant's ability. and just because I have Wrath Trigger. I know Wrath Trigger isn't the free cost, but even if your opponent hits over, like say your opponent would attack with something like super big, and even playing this still wouldn't save Tyrant, so you'd have to use his effect by paying 2 life. Instead of paying 2 life, you can just pay a gauge and a life and do Wrath Trigger, which is good. But yeah, that's everything for Ancient World. It's pretty standard, just for now, because they don't have a lot of stuff to play around with, but yeah. They will be getting support soon. But thank you guys for watching, and see ya.